Hi, Kelly here from Cochrane Toyota. We're located at 8 River Heights Drive, Cochrane, Alberta. And today I've got a 2022 TRD Off-Road 4runner to show you. And of course here at Tacoma town, we're always going to add extra goodies when we can. Let's take a peek. So right off the bat, I think somebody's been listening to my videos because black on slate black is definitely my favorite color combo, and especially on these 4runners. Just an amazing looking truck. I like that this one kind of looks stock, but you can definitely tell some stuff's been done to it. And we've done a lot of stuff to this one. I think we're going to add in the blacked out deckling right there as well. Just a little backward on that. But again, taking a peek at this, the Greenlane off-road equipment on this thing. So right off the bat is the off-road stump bumper from Greenlane. Just a great looking touch. The nice part about this one is it is high enough to be outside of that camera and the radar adaptive cruise control setting there. So it doesn't affect any of that stuff, which is nice. So that thing goes right up over top of there. Inside there, you're gonna see that we've got the X20 Winch in there, the 10,000 pound guy. With a synthetic rope that connects all the way through there. So again, really nice touch, especially if you're gonna do off-roading. This thing gives you just that little bit of extra protection with the winch and the whole entire works in there. You can also see that we did the SS3 LED fog light kits in this guy. We chose to go white with this thing. Again, more of that stock looking color, trying to keep it as stock looking as possible, while at the same time, you can definitely tell this thing has been touched as well. So one of my favorite parts on this thing is the 2-inch Elka extended travel lift kit on this guy. So you take a peek at this thing, and Elka just makes an incredible lift kit. These things are just good all around. And again, if one day Toyota comes out with a lift kit for 4runners, we'll be putting that on there as well. But the Elka, I think, is the best bang for your buck. You're getting a high level suspension on this guy and getting that extra height in there to fit the bigger tires without having to break the bank and go to something like an Icon or Icon Stage 4, something like that. So fully adjustable in the front, so you can adjust your ride stance how you like that to be. But again, you definitely need to have those spring compressors to be able to do that properly. Now, another nice part is the running boards here, or the, what would you call these things, the rock rails. So not running boards because they tuck in a little bit further, but these are from Toyota. This is a nice little option here. I love the look at it. If you take a peek at these guys, they're powder coated the whole works. You don't have to worry about them getting chewed apart of the whole bit, but it gives you that extra protection. So you got up front there, plus the side, which is connected to the frame rather than the body. So again, if you do touch down on a rock or something like that, plus I just like the look of them. They just do look, get that extra accent. You don't lose some of that height having the running boards. Sometimes running boards on these guys make it look like it's not quite as tall off the ground, but I do like these guys as an option. And again, from Toyota, just a great option there for it. We've also got the 6-shooter Gunmetal FN rims here. Again, just great looking tires, 17x8s on this guy, and Toyo tires, the AT3s, the open countries. These are kind of our go-to now. They're the best for off-roading, a little bit of winter on there as well. They're winter rated, and again, the noise is not going to be like a mud terrain, but they give that same look as a mud terrain. I know the AT2s were slightly quieter, but a little less aggressive, more of a highway tire than these guys are. So again, great option if you're looking for that little bit of extra off-road ability on these guys, but still don't want to sacrifice and go right to a mud terrain. You still get that look for it. So again, a much more offset tire, and I like the look of these things. They fill out that wheel well really well and just sit out nice. You get a nice wide tire on there as well. Again, good looking truck. Black on black, it just makes me smile every time I look at this guy. And then the other Greenlane product we put on this guy is the staircase in the back, or the ladder on the back. So again, that is attached to the back of the truck here. So again, if I open this up, it goes with it. So again, the nice option of that thing is it stays out of the way when you need it. So again, nice options. Inside of here, standard. You've got your power outlet right there as well. Lots of options inside to tie down. You can see all the way through this thing, tie down stuff. So if you're going off-road and you want your camping gear to stay firm, this thing pulls out, gives you a little more coverage, and those seats do come down. When you have that down and this guy out, you can pretty much lay back there. And I know a lot of people that do that. There's beds and air mattresses that fit right inside that. But again, this Greenlane ladder is pretty awesome. It's definitely strong enough to be able to get on there and hold out to a regular person on that piece. But again, taking a peek at that thing, that's just a good looking 4runner all around. Black on slate black, as they say, is my favorite color combo. A little bit of tinted windows out in the back, so coming from this angle you can definitely see through them. But again, you go on this side and it just gives you a little bit more than factory on that side. Kind of gives you a different angle of it as well. So again, good looking truck. Lift kit tires, you know, not too much to make it look definitely personalized. Anyways, let's jump inside here and I'll show you a couple of the features on the off-road. The 2022 hasn't changed much, but there are a couple pieces. Again, one of the things is those roof rails now are black rather than this color, and again, I think we're getting the blacked out emblems for this thing as well, so it'll be full on black. So on the inside, one of the things you can tell right off the bat with the off-road is you're gonna have that red stitching inside, so leatherette throughout the whole bit, so a soft touch material with that red stitch throughout. And you got that piano black. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it's got a flake in there as well. So a piano black with a little flake in there to kind of accent color throughout. Automatic windows in the back as well. Jumping in the inside, you get 2 sets of floor mats. We always install the all-season ones, but you do get the carpets as well that come from factory. These seats are really easy. Just pop forward, pop this guy down right here like this way, and that comes down. This piece pops down as well. You can see underneath here you do have your child seat anchors in there, so you have 2 triple harness child seat anchors in this guy, and then your third, you do have the top headrest anchor as well, so you can fit 3 car seats across if you needed to. This guy comes down right here for cup holders in there, and I like these guys because these things do come out and you can wash them. So again, if your Timmy spills in the back, you got lots of space to go. You do have power chargers in there. It's for your rear occupants to be able to charge up their devices as they're going into the along with the ride, whatever you want to say. This is a smart key truck. You can hear it beeping at me because I do have the key right here, and this key allows you to keep the key in your pocket like that right there, and then use this button, this sensor right here, to lock it, or unlock is on the back. You can set this up. If I go to the key here and hold down both those top buttons, let me get that in focus, hold the 2 buttons down for I think it's 5 or 6 seconds, you'll hear the car beep. I can have it adjust between this door or all the doors. So if I just want to unlock one door because I'd rather them keep the rest of them locked for security, those kinds of things, you can adjust that to where you like to. Blind spot monitors in this guy as well, so these things turn bright orange when somebody's in that blind spot, which is a nice option. And all those things have been adjusted with the lift kit, so you don't have to worry about them not working. Our technician has built tons and tons of these things, and he knows how to get these things dialed right in. So at the end of the day, you've got that red stitching that follows throughout the whole bit as well in the front, that piano black piece. You have all autos in this guy. So again, a couple upgrades in the 2022 in the rear as well is that full power or full automatic. So just press it once and it comes down, press it once, it goes up. Nice option there for you. Locking out doors, the lockout mirror for the jerks in the back from messing with your mirrors or your windows, sorry. Of course, that right there. And again, I like these little guys in here, little storage compartments throughout the whole bit. Cup holders, not Nalgene size, but definitely large size right there for you. Power everything, lumbar in the back right there as well, power seats up and down, the whole works. And then you can take a peek at these off-roads. Again, that TRD off-road accent plus the TRD stitching in right there. The SR5 just comes with a basic leather throughout here, so again, a nice upgrade from that. Let me jump into, actually, before we do that, you do have a couple of options in here. Your automatic, you can see that button depressed in there. That means that you can see that thing starting over there, letting you know the automatic high beams are on. If I push that forward right there, that little auto button, I should pretty much never need to touch the high beams again, because right behind there is a camera, and you can see that it is above your headlights. So as you're cresting a hill, the camera will pick up before the headlights blind the oncoming traffic. So again, nice option right there to have that auto. Again, the only time I've ever seen that really not work is when you're on a flat like Saskatchewan and 2 or 3 kilometers down the road, there's somebody there, the high beams won't turn off. It needs to be a little closer than that. So this is the odd time you still need to manually depress them. But again, at the end of the day, there you are. Jumping inside, let's take a peek at some of the stuff in here. So jumping on the inside, right off the bat, you can tell this is just a little bit trimmed up from the SR5. You've got a little nicer features all the way through, and just a really nice aesthetic throughout the whole bit. This is a telescoping steering wheel, so it comes out, up, and down, depending on what's comfortable for you. Right now, I've kind of got it down and out as far as it goes. And as you can see, more trucks coming down the pipe. It's always great. On this side right here, you've got your phone information. So again, I can pick up, hang up my phone. I can talk to the system right here, make phone calls by voice dial, or pick up those kinds of things, or change channel, all sorts of things I can use that with. On the left-hand side, you're gonna have your volume control, change channels, those kinds of details. On this side, I've got my cruise control back here, and then my radar adaptive cruise. I can adjust, I don't know if I've got it set in there, you can see right there, I can adjust how far I want to be. You can see that blue sitting behind the car in front of me. Plus your lane trace assist right there. This thing is going to allow you, it's big built-in rumble strips, gives you a little vibration through here and audible sound as well. Again, on this side, you're gonna have controls of this guy. Right now, I've got it set at the Digital speedometers, I think we're going to spend most of your time on this guy, but again, you can start scrolling through this thing. You've got a warning here letting you know how long you've been driving, gives you time to rest, kind of a countdown, like a sand clock or whatever you want to call those things. Fuel economy's right there, trip fuel economy, so again, lots of different information's there for you, how far you can go on the tank, and again, going back to that eco indicator, but I think you're going to spend most of your time here. The nice part about that is you can change it to miles per hour real quick and not have to try and read this thing on miles per hour. But again, nice option there for you. Start going through here. You do have your steering mode. The nice part about this one is as you turn the steering wheel, you can see where your steering is going to be. So again, you're off-roading, you can see your steering angle approaching something, which is nice. Tire pressure right there for you. And I believe that's everything on this one. Your digital compass right there for you. Music, so if I've got music turned on, you can see the whole works right from there. So again, a couple different options that are nice for you. So I can adjust right through here on the source of music, but again, if I'd like to go back, again, that radar, you can see that a little closer there, what that looks like. Those lines on the side right there will turn bright orange when the system or the camera has picked up that there is readable lines on the side of the road. You'd be surprised what they can actually pick up with that function right there. So jumping back into here, messages, so if fuel needs to be pumped or something mechanically needs to be done or doors open, it will pop up right there for you. This side, lane departure, I can go into this guy, press the settings and hold that, then I can start adjusting how I want this to go. And again, if you're test driving one of these, I definitely encourage you to go in there and adjust those sensitivities so you understand the difference between them, because again, sometimes you don't like it high and sometimes you like a little bit more, so it depends on what you're looking for. Pre-collision system, I can jump in this guy, turn the sensitivity on or turn it off. Every time I cycle the car, the engine, turn it off and turn it back on. This will always reset to on, as opposed to being there. Blind spot monitors, rear cross traffic alert. So when you're backing out of a stall at a parking lot, when the back end comes out a little bit, it will fire a signal down either side, letting you know if somebody's coming that you can't see. Vehicle settings, I can jump in here and adjust a few things there for it, which is nice to be able to go into. Meter settings, so again, miles per hour, those kinds of details. Jumping into this guy again, messages, but I think most of the time you're going to spend right there, which is kind of the easiest one to see while you're driving. The nice thing I like about this is when you lock in your cruise control, it'll actually set you'll see what you've set the speed to, so you know exactly where you're dialing it in. So as you speed up and whatnot, it'll be nice and easy. So again, lots of stuff in there, couple of laps around using this guy and you'll know how to use that. Again, if you're test driving these things, I definitely encourage you to go in and adjust the safety sense settings so you understand the difference between that. But jumping in here, you've got the that same leatherette throughout the whole thing with the red stitching. Inside there, you're gonna have power outlet with a little cable outlet, so again, your passenger can have that piece. Little cup holder that comes out here for you as well, so again, when the Timmies gets dropped in there, it's easy to pull out, dump out on the side and wash it when you need to. The rear window, I love that Toyota does this. It's in the Sequoia, the Tundra, and this guy, I can drop that rear window, and with the sunroof open, it gives you a nice breeze. You can keep the side windows shut. For all those ladies out there that don't like having that wind right in the face, having the sunroof open and that rear window is a really nice option. I love the infinite dials for the seat heaters. It's not just on or off. I can really tune it into where it's comfortable for me. Your automatic drivetrain right there for you, pop that in there. You've got the old school four-wheel drive. I love this. A lot of people love this about the TRD Off-Road, is this piece is still there. So instead of a little knob somewhere, you can actually go into four-wheel low, the whole entire bit from that guy. Again, power outlet, this is gonna be your direct port to this, so if you wanna attach your phone directly to this guy, that's gonna be where it's from. On this side here, again, dual climate control setting up for you. Let me get rid of this so I don't have to worry about rolling away. But dual climate control set right there for you, so as you turn these things on, I can adjust accordingly to depending on where I want to go. This is usually the way it is with my wife and I driving right here, but at the end of the day I can set that all up. I love that Toyota's kept this out of the screen. It allows you to dial it without having to press 2 or 3 buttons, which is a nice option there for you. Again, speaking of the screen, backup camera is pretty awesome because it's got a couple different modes there for you. You can see exactly where you're going, I like that, where you can see where the tip is going to touch, so you don't have to worry about side swiping anything, but as you go, you can adjust on the fly. So on this guy, I can set and go to a more wide angle, and you can see bumper tip to bumper tip, and you can see that ladder right there for you. I can change the way I want these things, so if I just want to blank and be able to see, I can adjust that as well. So I think this is the one you're going to spend most of your time on, so that you can actually see the whole works, and that 360 camera. So as you look underneath the mirrors, there's cameras underneath there that are helping you out with that. So if I open my driver's door, you can actually watch that whole system move there for you. So again, pretty neat option right there, especially in the off-road mode. There is a button on this side that you saw on the inside that would allow me to see that full camera while I'm driving, which is super neat. So I can get in there and dial it in tight, see what I need to while I'm in there. Jumping back into home, I've got audio settings. I can jump in here and adjust where I'd like to go. Bluetooth, the whole entire works. Set it all up, go back into menu. I've got a few different settings. So if I don't like this color, I can actually go customize home screen, adjust the layouts. Do I want to have multiple letters or less in there? All sorts of things I can go in there. And then the colors, I can go to dark mode if I like to change that up. Bluetooth settings, anywhere I need to jump in and do Bluetooth things. So if I press on the side back here where I want to pick up the phone, it will automatically take me to that same thing. I register a phone, hit yes, and now I'm waiting for my cell phone to connect. It's that quick to add a phone, and actually just as easy to remove a phone. So lots of settings in there for you. The navigation system, it's amazing how much better these things have got, especially the voice command controlling this thing. Find McDonald's, those kinds of details will be surprisingly easy on this guy as well. So lots of cool little functions in there, and really set this thing up to way you like. I like the phone section here. This will actually, when you register your phone, gives you 4 of your favorites, so you can just press one button and automatically phone those people as well. So again, lots of cool things. Now the TRD Off-Road does have this as well, the locking rear differential, 8-track, which is essentially an off-road system, and then reducing the traction control there for you. And of course the crawl control. Jump online, there's a lot of cool things about crawl control. It is basically a get out of stuck free card, and it's like Monopoly but for off-roading. So again, awesome option right there. Jumping inside, you can see the blacked out everything, lockable storage in there. Inside here right now, you can see that little orange bag. That's going to be your locking wheel lock for us. We make sure to put it in an orange bag so it stays in there rather than rattling around. Plus, you're going to have your block heater cables in there for you as well. It comes with 2 lengths for you. But overall, the 4runner, one of the very few that are still built in Japan. And I tell you what, when you jump in these things and feel the sturdiness of it, it is amazing how well Japan still builds cars. It is pretty awesome. So if you've not driven a 4runner, there's a reason why these things are so popular. It is amazing to ride. With the Elka suspension in this thing, I think it amplifies it. You don't feel like you've lost some of that stability by lifting up the truck a little bit. The tires, again, are slightly louder than the old AT2s, but again, very nice on the highway. So again, overall, real nice truck, TRD Off-Road. Taking a peek at this guy, the interior is pretty awesome in these. Again, here at Cochrane Toyota, we always like to throw a little extras when we can. Anyways, come down and check it out.